Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to The Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
The Org Boss. The Org Boss is a residential and commercial organizing company that specializes in decluttering, interior design, inventory staging, business processing documentation, and more. Reach The Org Boss today at 832-617-0624 or send an email to info@theorgboss.com.
True Digital Media Consulting. You're online right now and so are your customers, but marketing has to be a consistent journey. True Digital Media Consulting can help with your online ads, organic growth, and so much more. Contact us today at 832-934-4436 or visit our website at truedigitalmediaconsulting.com.
Looking to advertise? Join The Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Yo.
Yo. Looks
What
like I
is
didn't flip the
good?
script. You like that?
Listen,
The takeover.
this is how we do
This
it
is
in
how
the
it
sphere.
happens.
You never know what's gonna happen on
Looks
Startup
like
Masters.
You never know. That's
never
what we gonna
know.
do. So you better be ready.
Oh,
Okay?
ready. You
That's
can't.
how
You
it is.
getting ready. You gotta
That's
stay
how it
ready,
is.
bro.
So folks, while we joshing and playing around with you all, welcome to another great episode of Startup Masters. I'm your host, Gary Lee, also known as G Hawkins. Now, look, you can find me anywhere online: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snappity Chat, and at G Hawkins. That's G Hawkins with a Z. And I'm with my main woman, KG. KG, what's the deal?
What's going on, G?
You got it.
Look at how that we just. Boy,
We
I tell
do.
you,
That's what we
man,
do.
we do what we do. Listen, it's your girl KG, Kalia Guillory here. You can catch me on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at KOG Speaks. You can also send me a request on my personal page. It's Kalia Guillory. If you look down below, right there, that's how you spell the name. But I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy you decided to be here because this is the platform for you. If you were considering starting a business, if you have a business, we have the riveting content. We have the dopest, illest guests that will come
on
and
it.
share all their trials and tribulations, all the things that skinned up their knee and cut it to the white meat so you don't have to.
Yep.
All right? So stop what you're doing because we're about to ruin that.
She back.
I'm back.
She back on the hip hop. See, if y'all were catching
Listen.
last week's episode,
Listen.
it was the same stuff now.
I don't know what's
Bars.
going on.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I am
Bars.
from that PAT.
You are, you
better
are.
see
You-
me.
That-
Gee, I'm gonna send it back to you.
I feel you,
mean, it's
but-
gonna be one of those shows. I can tell. I can tell.
It is. We're going to play around. We're going to have some good time, but we're going to drop the information that entrepreneurs can use to take your business to the next level. And that's why we have great guests sitting right here at this table so that you don't have to make those same mistakes that they've made, so that you don't have to go through those same things, keep hitting your head, as KG mentioned earlier, skinning your knee up to that white meat. We try to ensure to bring the best deliverables to you when it comes to launching that entrepreneur empire. And of course, there's a few key components that every business need, especially when we start talking about marketing, when we're talking about branding, when we're talking about the pure media of your company, the idea that is put forth in some tangible way that people can see, hear, maybe even smell, touch, or feel, just depending on the product base that you're offering. It all comes back down to the relationships that you've built from your business brand to your clientele. And there's nobody better to talk about building those business relationships than the super duper powerful. Let me say that again.
Again.
The super duper powerful public relations connoisseur
Come on,
herself.
super duper.
None other than the mighty coach.
Come on.
Day Edwards. Day Edwards, what's up?
Hello,
Super
Gary.
duper fly.
How you feeling?
I love all the accolades you just gave.
That's
me.
what we gonna do. Verbs, adjectives, we dropping them all.
All of them.
At this
The
table.
whole
You
bag.
gonna get
Boom.
it.
Just like
Boom.
we got
I
these
felt
sweets
it.
Come
dropped
on
on
I
in.
felt every bit of it. Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us. We
Thank
truly
you for
appreciate it.
having me.
Thank you for the treats you've bought. That's important, and
Yeah,
that's a gem in itself.
Listen.
Come on, I mean,
tell my clients all the
that's-
time, don't go to
Anywhere.
any interview empty-handed.
that's a
ever.
gem in itself.
Yeah.
Come on with it. So, obviously, for those that are tuned in right now, we like to give you the entrepreneurial dream, which can sometimes be a little bit of a nightmare. But you've got to take that journey with us, and we have somebody in studio that's ready to take you along that journey, to take you
Yeah.
through the trials and tribulations. And
Yeah.
we're gonna go back in time with Dave. We're gonna go back to the
Woo!
beginning so that you all can have a firm understanding of what it takes to build a great business. Dave, you ready to take these people on this journey?
I mean, it depends on how far back we're going.
We're going to take it all the way back. We're
the
taking
way
it back to
back.
bell bottoms. You know, we taking it back past the flat tops. We're going afro.
Yeah.
We might do an S curl on the way. I
Come
mean,
on, S
wherever
curl.
this journey takes us,
Okay,
did you
we
ever-
want to
there.
roll.
We
okay?
going there.
We
Let's
rolling?
go.
So
We
take us
rolling.
back in time. Take us back to that moment in your life when you said, you know what? There's something about public relations that's calling my name. What was going on, Dave?
At the time when I first got into PR, I had a magazine. Well, actually, it first started off as a website. It
Okay.
was called Austin Nightlight. I'm from Austin
Okay.
originally.
Born and raised.
How about that?
Come on,
I've been in Houston for about 3 years.
Yeah.
At the time, I was doing a lot of nightlife promotions, and so I figured a way to turn it into a website, which then grew into an actual magazine.
Okay.
So it was back in the day where Facebook was just kind of popular. Having your photos everywhere was kind of popular. So I started doing that, and I grabbed a lot of attention from a lot of the local bars because I would hire different photographers to go out to each bar, capture pictures, put it on the website. Boom, we just kind of blew up. And from there, I started to build my magazine. And then I realized, my magazine's not getting the attention of other magazines. Like, why am I not getting media attention and I'm part of the media? So I had to learn the back ends of it. I had to learn what magazines look for, what advertisers look for, what different clients and customers look for. So that was my first step into PR, into public relations.
Okay. Well, that's what's up. And then, to be quite fair to our audience, that first step had to have had a misstep here or there.
yes.
I can see the look on your face with the matte
Oh,
lip. I
that-
see you.
You see the
I
matte
see- I
lip?
see the matte
Okay,
lip
came
smile when I
through.
said
You know
that. The smile grew.
Yeah,
So
it
let's
grew because I grew through that.
Come
I
on.
actually, be real honest, I got sued for my first business.
talk about.
That's what we
I
need to
got
know,
Come on.
Dave.
sued
Break that
for
down.
it. And it was an ugly battle because at the time I had a business partner who was like my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Was.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
we're cool now. We were young at the time. We had a first taste of success, and we kind of reacted different ways. So we both wanted the business, and we both ended up taking each other to court. And the funny thing is, the judge wound down the business. Basically, just said, "Well, there's no more business if y'all
Oh,
can't."
it's
come in."
dissolved
It was dissolved
on your
My-
behalf,
Yeah.
per the judge.
Everything was taken from both of us. So that was my first and ever. I don't ever want to get sued again and lose anything that I've worked to build. But seeing myself actually build something from nothing is really what got me on the journey to entrepreneurship. So it was a lesson all in its own.
Can we peel the onion back just a little bit more on that?
Let's do that.
On
Because
that
I would
one.
like to know, well, and share what you comfortable
yeah.
sharing, of course. But if in hindsight, if you can go back,
Right.
what would you have done to prevent
Oh.
said, or it's not even a said lawsuit, the lawsuit that
Yeah.
went down that the judge said no more.
Man,
Yeah.
I would have had contracts. I can do
Come on,
anything
contracts.
on contracts. I was like, this is my friend. We're building this, and we good.
Did y'all
People
catch that?
change. Yeah.
This
Did
is
you?
my
Did
friend. We
you? You know
building
how
this.
many
We good.
times? Do you know how many times?
Those 2 letters will get you. 2 words will get you in so much trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, we
man.
good. Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right. And this was your friend.
This was my childhood
Contract. I hope you got your what you call it, the
Contract.
digital
Even if
pad.
look,
Better
my
have that.
sisters come to me with proposals. I'm like, where are we signing it? Like, no.
She's learned.
Yeah.
And what's up, Australia? We see you tuned in to Facebook. And plus, anybody else who's in Facebook, you're watching this live right now. If you got any questions for Day while we're having this conversation, you got any questions about anything she's talking about in regards to building her business, make sure you drop that question. We will answer that live right now. So,
Yes.
Day, continue with this peeling of said onion.
Of said onion. So yeah.
Because it's about to make me cry a little bit.
It was really brutal. I mean, I was still in college. I was going to shout out to the Rams, Houston Tillotson in Austin.
Nice.
And I was actually being served papers outside of my classes. And I was like, what? Like, this is not what I work to do. So it really taught me about contracts. It also taught me that for some odd reason, I just thought that I could represent myself in court and right.
Oh, wait. So you showed
On a
up and
whole
was like,
nother level.
I got my own law
I
and
knew
order.
I was right. I knew I was right. So I was like, no, there's no way someone's going to take something from me that I built.
Surely not.
I had my stuff in order. I thought I
Surely.
had enough receipts.
No.
They didn't care about my receipts.
Receipts, no.
And my friend at the time, best friend at the time, she hired a lawyer. So it was just
You
terrible.
against her lawyer.
Me.
Wow.
Me.
Oh, boy, you got a lot of good gems
20-year-old
out of that.
me.
I'm sure she did.
20-year-old me. I took a beating, and it was really brutal. It was super brutal. Even if I had all my receipts, my terminology wasn't there. So I didn't know what forms and what retract and what statements. And I didn't even know how to. I wanted to just give the judge my receipts, and he was like, "That's not how this works. You should have submitted that probably when we were doing some type of way back when." And I'm like, "When did you do that? When did that happen?"
It's
So,
funny
yeah.
how experiences will teach us these life lessons because I'm sure that has propelled you into
Oh yeah.
so much more.
Yes, it really has. Well, the good thing about the magazine, it kept me open to a lot of different clients and contracts. So I then learned how to look for different advertisers for magazines. So I began to work with different marketing agencies to actually pull in other clients to have them advertise. So I learned how to do that on my own, which is really beneficial now because I use those same tactics to actually gain sponsorships for my clients and other clients as well.
Nice.
So yeah, and you kind of build those relationships with those type of businesses as well. So that was a really good thing.
And I'll be willing to bet now you have business system processes.
Oh yes, you know what I do? You actually had someone on the show who helped me with my processes. Myra Shaw, she's so amazing.
Come on, shout
Myra's
out to
dope.
the Maven,
The
the
Maven.
Maven
Yes.
Nation.
I have this thing where I think I know everything, and so I don't have to have a process. And
All of
she's
us.
like,
It's all
no,
of us.
you need a process for every business. So it's something that I'm actually still learning till this day, but it's definitely something that every business owner needs.
Did you catch that? It's definitely something that every business owner needs.
Exactly.
And you're in luck because guess what? This portion of the show is sponsored by the Org Boss. Now, has the clutter in your office or home gotten out of hand? Are you sick and tired of spending way too much time trying to find the things you need on a daily basis? If so, then give the Org Boss a call so that she can help you create organized, functional systems that match your personal lifestyle. The Org Boss is a residential and commercial organizing company that specializes in decluttering, home staging, interior design, space planning, inventory staging, and you guessed it, business process documentation for growing businesses looking to formally document their procedures. Call the Org Boss today at 832-617-0624 or send an email to info@theorgboss.com. That's info@THEORGBOSS.com. Shout out to our friend V.
Shout out to V. So make sure for those that are tuned in, I see Australia got a pen and paper right there in
Come on,
in
Australia.
Facebook
Ready.
Live. Ready. She's grabbing those notes. For anybody who's just tuned in, make sure you say what's up so we can give you a shout out. And of course, if you got any questions, anything you want to converse about, any questions that you have for Day Airways, any questions you have about public relations, this is the time to ask those because we don't go Facebook Live for our entire show. So make sure you get them in before we cut that that thing because I got this card in front of me and it's about to get sliced and diced. But before we do that, Dave, question for you, right? As you've gone through that infancy stage,
Right.
that stage of challenges left and right, of finding your footing.
Yeah.
When you came out of those things, what were some of the best revelations? What were some of the things that gave you that strength and courage to continue to push forward?
I think realizing that ultimately your ultimate plan is going to stay the same, but things to how to get to that ultimate goal, I guess you can say, will change. So I thought I had a path or a route I was going to take to get to where I wanted to go, and I had to be okay with taking a left if I wanted to go right, but still knowing I'm getting to that ultimate goal.
The power of pivot. Hey,
I like that.
if
The
you
power
The
of
PP,
pivot.
baby.
Whose
come on,
book title
if you're-
is that? That is
somebody.
amazing.
I just- we just
Perhaps
boom
it's-
at the table.
Perhaps it's yours.
It could be. It just
Perhaps.
might be.
Grab
It just
it.
might do
Grab
it.
that.
But hey, y'all got to
Wow.
learn how to pivot, folks, because there are things in life that will come your way. I'm dealing with a couple of things right now, and sometimes you just got to pivot. When it's sending you
wow.
one way, woo.
But
I
the
gotta-
thing is
Talk
that
about
the
it.
thing is coming. It keeps coming at you. It keeps coming
Yeah.
at you because it's trying to force you to pivot.
Yeah.
Stop fighting the
good.
pivot.
Come on.
Yes.
Stop fighting the pivot, y'all.
That's
like
a song
just
right
go
there.
with it.
Yeah.
That's the hook.
Hey, stop fighting the pivot. Hey,
There it is. Somebody got a record deal. Somebody bring that
I
out.
love it. I love it. And also pivot with grace, because I've learned if you start to pivot with grace, things just flow naturally. You don't care if you
come
being
on.
forced to go left or if you're being forced to go right. You're doing it with so much grace that you enjoy it along the way.
Come on,
So
Grace
I've
and
definitely
Come
Eve.
on.
learned that.
And don't carry the lighter fluid with you when you make that pivot.
Yeah.
Meaning, don't burn that bridge, folks, because some of y'all pivots and y'all burn that thing as you're crossing it.
Yes.
You got to be able to step back across that bridge just in case you need it. You never know what just because the door closed, it
Right.
might be revolving. You don't even know.
Come on, revolving
Listen,
door.
Come on,
Come on,
there's some
revolving door.
Things are happening right now.
But the thing about it
come on.
too, G,
Come on.
Wow.
There it is.
is
I
you
see
don't
it.
want to burn the bridge just for you.
You never
What
know.
about your community?
Come on.
Wow.
You are blazing the trail,
Right.
and you might be the first to the stage. And if you burn that bridge, not only will you not be able to cross it,
Talk about it.
no one who looks like you or come from where you came from will be
Wow.
ever.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
That is
able.
so true.
Yes, indeed.
Yo, we listen.
It's a
Gym
hot take.
City.
It's
Gym
smoking.
City.
It's smoking today. It's smoking. Tashia, we see you in
That's
chat.
good.
Australia's tuning in. Dawn
Hey,
says,
Dawn.
hey. I guess you know. Tell Gary
That
I said
is
hi. I
the
used to live right
VP of
next door.
Black
Who's in
Heritage
the- Dawn Butler.
Festival.
Dawn used to live next to me. Trying to think what Dawn at. Oh, hey Dawn, what's up? Yeah, she
There's-
stay right next to me, right over in Katy. What's up, Dawn? Good to see you, love. I appreciate you. Come on back by. We need to have a cookout or something. Dawn's awesome, by the way.
That is.
So Facebook Livers, we see y'all tuned in, but I
Well.
mentioned it earlier. We only go so long on Facebook. So we want to say thank you so much for tuning in while we're having the show. But the show will continue. And guess what? You've got to subscribe. So head over to sphere.tv/Startup Masters. We've got a couple of options for you. You can find us right there on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play Music, Stitcher, Spreaker. You can find us on iHeartRadio. You can find us right in your home on an Amazon Alexa. Folks, we are anywhere and everywhere that you can consume media. Now, while you're there, make sure you give us some constructive criticism. We want to know how we're doing. Let us know. Give us those stars. Give us those likes. Give us those thumbs up. We want to continue to build a better show for all the entrepreneurs that are out there in the world. And at the same time, share this out. Share it with your family, your friends, your colleagues. Share it with your loved ones. Share it with someone that you know that could be inspired by the conversations we're having on Startup Masters Day. And last but not least, if you truly love what we're doing, sow a seed. Go to sphere.tv/donate. We've got a couple of options for you. You can donate right on the website one time, or you can donate via Patreon, and we're going to get you some exclusive content that is just for you. So the show's not stopping. And then once again, thank you so much, Daryl. Daryl P., we see you. Kia, we see you tuned in. Tanisha Jones. People are showing up.
Yes,
People are
look
showing
at
up
my
and showing out for
peoples.
you.
Hey,
And it's
Kia.
universal. Tanisha said it's universal on these people.
That's how it's
Yes.
supposed to be. Huh. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yes.
But Facebook Livers, we love y'all. We support y'all. Thank you so much. And remember, you've got to subscribe right here at The Sphere. So, Day, let's keep this party rolling.
Yes.
As
do
we're
it.
having this conversation. Let's talk about today, no pun intended. But what can people expect from the power PR coach such as yourself today?
Today. So I'm actually positioning myself because my roster's closed with clients. I'm not able to take on as many clients anymore until I build a team. So right now I'm doing PR coaching, and that's basically for the entrepreneur or small business owner who wants to learn how to do their own PR so they don't have to hire a publicist. It's pretty much like your do it yourself. And that's going to take place in a couple of series of courses online and actually at my office. So
Good deal. And I love the website. We had it up for those that are watching the video portion of this podcast, so you can make sure you get all the visuals in. That website looks lovely. And let's go ahead and give out the link for that website.
yes, the website is daytheprcoach.com, and that's DAY like my name, PR like public relations and coach.
There it is.
That
And I
site
see-
is so dope.
Yeah,
Hey,
coaching
shout out
session,
to Mai
workshops.
for my branding. She did all my branding for me. She's
That's what's
amazing.
up.
She got the lights shining on you.
You're doing it
She's
right.
awesome.
Workshops. I see you mastermind brunches and
Yeah.
team trainings.
Well, I mean, because as I sit here and look at this,
Mm-hmm.
right, you have a lot going on.
I have a lot going on.
How are you juggling the coaching sessions, the mastermind brunches,
Ooh.
the team training? Like, how juggling from a standpoint, how is Day making sure that she protects her creative space?
Wow, that is really good. Dave's still working on that. Dave's gonna be really honest and say
a
that
buck.
Day is still
Keep it a
working
buck.
on that.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
Day is definitely still working on that. Know anyone who works on that with me? I'm all for it. So yeah.
Well, actually, last week we had Tia Norman on, and she
Okay.
spoke extensively about 6 to 1. So you go hard
Yeah.
for 6 days, and then that one day you were unplugged.
Yep.
You were doing, and G also prescribes to
Oh,
something very
heavily.
yes.
Heavily. So, because you got to
that
pay
be?
yourself first, right? And we can talk
Right.
about that from a financial perspective, and I won't do that
Okay.
right now because I can go in, but just on the personal time, being able to say, okay, let's say Sunday is the beginning of the week,
Right.
So I'm gonna pay myself first and give myself that day. Monday through Saturday, I'm gonna give it to all the clientele. I'm gonna give it to anyone who needs a part of me. But
Right.
on that starting that week off, that first day, that's mine, folks.
Yeah.
Don't call me, don't text me.
Yeah.
Don't hit me on Fortnite.
Wow.
I ain't trying to do nothing. Don't talk to me. I'm brunching, mimosing.
Yeah.
I'm doing my thing. But I say all that to say it's about the importance of sowing into self, right? It's about being able to recharge that battery.
Yeah.
So when you do break away, because obviously
Right.
there are times you're human. There are times where you
Yeah.
do break away. What are you doing to recharge that battery? What's those personal things that they likes to do that has nothing to do with PR?
I think it's because outside of PR, I'm still a mom to a 2-year-old, so
Speak on
it's
it.
time away
Happy
from
early
the
Mother's
2-year-old.
Day.
Yes.
Say that.
Did you see that glow, like that smile?
Yeah.
My son's my everything, but my time away from him is my everything too. So he either goes with his dad or his cousins, and I just get to kind of get myself together. And actually, I like cleaning. Cleaning my place gives me, I don't know, it just declutters my mind for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know. That's really what, I sound so sad. That's
No,
really what I do
no,
on my
it's-
time
it's-
free, my free time.
It's different for
I
everybody.
clean.
It's
That's what I
customized just
do.
for Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's you.
That's
That's
what
your
I do.
clarity. Some
Yeah.
people run, some people clean.
Yeah. See, never been a runner, so just clean.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Clean it up, and I like that. Being
Yeah.
able to declutter that life, being able to put yourself in a proper perspective so
Yeah.
that you can go back and attack the block, so to speak.
Exactly.
Yeah, yes, indeed.
And I'm imagining that some of this that will allow you to declutter is that you are also delegating
Yeah.
tasks that perhaps don't belong on your plate or things that you don't have
yeah.
joy doing. For example, you can miss me with, the financial statement. I would prefer just to delegate
Right.
to someone who loves to sit at a desk and look at an Excel sheet and play with pivot tables and VLOOKUP. That's not really
Exactly.
my ministry.
Mm-hmm.
But there are certain things we can do as entrepreneurs in delegating, and one of the things that we perhaps can delegate is marketing. It just so happens that this portion of the show is sponsored by True Digital.
Wow.
You're online right now, and so are your customers. The question is, how do you actively reach them? Marketing has to be a consistent journey, and we're here to walk with you every step of the way. True Digital Media Consulting can help with website development, online ads, your business reputation, and organic growth on search engines. Give us a call today to discuss a customized strategy for your business at 832-934-4436, or send us an email to info@truedigitalmediaconsulting.com. Mention the Sphere to receive a free, yes, I said it, free 30-minute strategy consultation. Shout out to True Digital Media Consulting.
Kareem is doing his thing over
Kareem
there.
is doing his thing. He's also doing his thing on Boom Bap.
Oh,
Go
man.
ahead. If you're
Man,
into
I'm-
hip hop,
Boom Bap.
cross over
Yeah,
and check it
that
out.
boy is killing it over there.
but you know what else? I think you killed it earlier, and it really aligns with what we just talked about with True Media on the ad. You talked about product placement earlier.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit more? Can we dive into
Yeah.
the importance of product placement? Because I'm guessing that also aligns with marketing.
It does. It does. A lot of people basically they figuring out how do I get into Ebony magazine or to Fox 26. It's almost before I knew how to do it. It almost seems like a secret. Like you got to be in a secret club and know somebody who
secret
knows
handshake.
somebody. But no, it's actually a process. And once you learn that process of what goes into a good press release, what captures that editor's or that producer's attention, understanding the fundamental parts of alerting the press, and then positioning your product to make sure that it's visible on all channels of media, basically. So I believe product placement, it's pretty much a process of introducing your brand or your product to that media that you're trying to obtain.
I agree with that
Yeah.
wholeheartedly.
Okay.
Gotta place that product and put it right. But let's talk about y'all like that? Place that product and put it right. But let's talk about something specific, right? Because I heard you earlier say that you're not taking any more clients.
No.
And
No.
every time
No.
every time we ask a question or we pose a question, it's gym after gym after gym. And I would wonder, what is that X factor? I would ask you to confirm, what's that X factor about Day Edwards that makes all these clients, one, come to you, two, stay,
Yeah.
and three, put you in a position where you've got to build a team?
Man, first off, God, like, I have never really had to market or advertise simply because it's just referral after referral. And I think what I'm told from a lot of my clients is I'm very hands-on and I'm really personal with them. And it's not let's do a session over the phone type thing. It's okay, let's both meet together. Let's both tackle this. What are your goals? What channels do you want to be seen on? What media outlets do you want to capture their attention? Let's write out a plan for that and let's go for it. And that itself is basically taking on a huge project at a time. So right now, like I said, I'm extremely full, especially with it being festival and expo season to capacity. But I believe it's that a lot of PR firms have teams. I'm not there yet. Don't even know if I want to go that route because within that, you kind of get lost in the translation of from desk to desk, and you don't have that personal feel anymore. Your press release is just a press release. It's sent out, and you just wait to hear back if they want to pick it up instead of having someone actually calling. Did you get that press release? Hey, I'm following up on this client. I've probably bugged you guys a few times before, like, hey, Gary, don't side eye me. But that's what it is, and it's not just with you guys. That's with from Fox to CW, I'm calling like, hey, what did you get the press release? Okay, so if you don't like it, what do you need to see on there? What do we need to add to get them confirmed for your segment? And we're gonna do it, and I do it, and it works.
I mean, that's you can't pay for that. That's priceless.
Yeah,
And that's hard to clone. Right?
It is.
It's hard to create
Yeah.
those copies of something that's so detail oriented. Because on one aspect, you're looking for growth and you want to be able to attend to your clientele.
Yeah.
there's only one you, and you're trying to put people in position to do that just don't have that same touch.
Yeah.
Or whether it's desire on the back end, whether it's that personal care, whether it's the knowledge or the intellect, you know. And so it's like it's finding that needle in a haystack to be able to really recreate yourself, which is very challenging for most business owners.
Well, it is, but I've found a few interns because just like myself, my mentor was Velma Traham, and she is a PR
We know Velma.
guru.
Thank you so much.
And she was not easy on me at all. But she taught me, because when I first got into PR, I felt like, oh my God, Velma, like I'm bugging people and they're not responding to my emails. And she was like, I don't care. Keep emailing them until we get to what we're trying to get. So I've actually learned how to mentor other people, which is why I want to do the PR coaching, because in the same instance, you have to realize you're not bugging them. You're actually almost making their life a little easier. Any producer needs to have content, good content, but make sure you present that content to where it's easy for them to almost copy it and paste it and say, hey, well, let's roll with this. So it's showing them how to outline that, showing them how to pitch it and present it. So, yeah.
Pitch and present.
Pitch and present.
Another P&P.
Listen, golly, y'all.
Get it? We're going to
Get
on
it.
this
Totally,
table.
totally. But you know what? Something you said that I hope our listeners and our viewers were paying attention to is that you had a mentor.
Yes.
And you had
she's
and I'm
amazing.
guessing Velma has now turned into a sponsor, because now you a full operating ninja in the PR space.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about how you can go about the right way of going about obtaining a mentor. Because I think sometimes we get caught up in whose role is who.
Yep. Yeah. You have to give before you ask for anything. You just can't be like, can you be my mentor? Like, no. I stalked Velma for a while, and I remember she posted a post that she needed a makeup artist in Houston for a photo shoot. And I slid in her inbox and I was like, hey, I have a makeup artist and we're going to be at your hotel at this time. Showed up, makeup artist. And we ended up just talking the whole time. My makeup artist actually forgot her makeup case. And it was so embarrassing.
Wow.
But we ended up just talking and ministering to each other. So we were totally off topic. And from that point forward, she started mentoring me. And 6 months later, she actually hired me to do her PR. And I was like, what? Really? Like, how am I doing your PR? It was crazy.
Boom.
But yeah, I basically had to, I couldn't really ask her to be my mentor without giving something first. So you before you reach out to anyone, make sure you have something to offer, to give, before you just try to get all their knowledge that they obtain in some type of way that was very priceful to them. So yeah.
That's a gem right there.
That's it.
You better learn the power of reciprocity. You better
Yes.
don't come with your hand asking for stuff. You better offer something first.
Exactly.
Come on.
And do your homework.
Do your homework with that. So let me ask you this. Looking into the future, talk to us about the 5, 10, 20-year plan. Talk to us
Man.
about Day Edwards in the
Wow.
year 2030. What do you see? Come on.
Retired, hopefully.
Retirement.
You better speak on it. Talk about it. Lay
I
it
mean,
out.
with the PR and the consultancy, I'm hoping that to one day build a team who's as passionate and as detailed as I am, and also really start having the PR coaching with the one-on-ones and the group sessions to really just kind of take off. So more people, you don't necessarily have to have a publicist if you know how to pitch and position your product or your brand the correct way. And that's really what I want to teach people. So yeah.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Isn't it something how we get we're so passionate in what we do that if we can surround ourselves with the right people, we simply want to instruct and sow into them. We just
Yeah.
want to give them all the knowledge that we've got, and hopefully they'll take that thing and run with it. Hopefully, but that don't always happen. No, I'm gonna just say that.
But you know what? The other piece that I got just out of that
Talk
is
about
that
it.
Day is squashing this whole Queen Bee syndrome.
Ah, yeah.
And for those of you who aren't aware or familiar with the syndrome, it basically is saying that women, especially women of color or minorities, that we don't play well in the same sandbox.
Yeah.
And we don't believe that there's enough pie. So I'm not going to share my tools and resources with you because I don't want you to be greater than I. and you are my friend
Yeah.
are combating that
Mhm.
literally because
You
there
have
is enough
to.
pie for all of us.
You really, really have to. And I feel like even with the consultancy and not being able to take on more clients, you have to find a way. Like I said, PR is not something that a lot of people know about, but I feel like once you kind of learn the foundation of it, you can kind of do it yourself. And I feel like so many businesses will flourish from that. Just having that media's attention, because I've seen a lot of dope events but not one press release or no one was there. So it's like, what's the point of having a dope event if you're not even in the media? Like, if I can't even Google your event the day later and see an article or write up about it, like what do you have to show from that but the memories or the pictures on Facebook? So I feel as though a lot of really good brands and businesses can
That
definitely
changed
learn
my.
from that.
Hold on, let me rethink some things.
Listen,
If you didn't
I
Google
mean, because
me
if
afterwards,
you're looking for
And see
sponsors
something,
or
a
something,
substance.
and they say, okay, well, we're going to Google you, and they only find your Eventbrite, they don't find any articles or any write-ups, then you're basically starting from ground zero. And that's just with anything.
Ground zero. Ground zero, folks. Hey, yeah. So, I didn't even know how to transition that thing.
I mean, let me
'Cause
see
she
how you
dropped-
gonna
she-
do this.
she dropped
How
it
you gonna
hard.
do this?
Basically starting from ground zero. Well, if you're at
Well.
ground zero and you're looking for an opportunity to advertise, this particular portion of the show is sponsored by us right here at The Sphere. So, are you starting your business or looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States, as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. So, all day.
Yes.
Okay. I've got one final question for you, my dear. One final question. You ready, KG?
I'm ready.
Okay,
Let's
cool,
hit it.
cool,
Let's,
cool,
I mean,
cool.
because I'm curious to see how.
Cool,
let
cool,
me
cool, cool.
let me watch this walk.
So, let's just say
Uh-huh.
I hand you back these treats from Fluff, right? I hand you back every opportunity that you've taken to donate and sow a seed here at the Sphere, let alone with thousands of other clients that you've worked with across this globe. Let's take back all those business meetings and contacts and connects, whether it's at Fox or albeit CW or any other major outlet or consumption of produced media. Rewind the tape and erase all the websites, business cards, meetings, the time that you met Velma, all these different things that you've sown into that have then sown back into you. Let's erase them all. Eradicate it. I leave you with the memory of them,
Wow.
and I slide you some seed money.
Seed money.
How would you rebuild this PR empire you have this time around that you didn't do on this first journey?
I would actually invest or start my own. I would become the media instead of me seeking the media. Yeah.
That was
I'm
a
gon-
change up.
I'm going to be the lender,
not
the borrower.
Exactly.
Come on.
Yeah,
Dang.
I would now that I have that insight of me seeking media, me pitching media, I think I kind of want to sit back and be the media for once and actually figure out that other side, I guess you can say. I feel like it's a different, well, of course, like whenever I reach out to you, it's probably a completely different perspective that I have than you have. So I kind of want to be in that chair for a minute and kind of go from there. I don't think I would rebuild the PR or the consultancy.
I can respect
I
that.
like new experiences.
Yeah, become
So,
the
yeah.
distributor.
Yeah.
I get it.
The PR could even be an umbrella under that brand.
It really could.
I mean, it could be an empire over here.
Yeah.
Just saying.
We could be global, international in this joint, baby.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, that's what's up, Dave. And it's because of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of the things that you've done. It's because of the trials and tribulations that
Yeah.
you've weathered. These storms that you fought through time and time again to build your business to a point to where people are knocking on your door and they can't
Wow.
even get in. We'd
God
like
is
to
good.
officially coin you a startup master. Oh, there's my drum roll. Yeah, startup master.
I love
Dave,
it.
please let anybody that's tuned in right now, anybody
I
anywhere in the
absolutely love
world,
it.
let them know how they can reach out to you for any questions
Yeah.
or to get your products and services.
You can find me on Instagram at the Consultancy PR, or you can also go to the website, which is daytheprcoach.com, and reach out to me there via my contact page, or find me on Facebook, Day Edwards.
There it is, good folks. Well, thank you again, Dave. We
Thank
truly,
you guys for
truly
having me.
appreciate you.
I really enjoyed this.
Good deal.
Thank
We're
you.
happy to
It
have
flies
you.
by, right? Time flies when you have
It
fun.
does. It
K-
really does.
KG, where can the good people reach you at?
My YouTubers, you can catch me on YouTube at KOG Speaks TV, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, KOG Speaks, or Kalia Guillory. What about you, G?
That's what's up. Of course, you can find me anywhere online, folks. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snappity, chatting at G Hawkins. That's G Hawkins with a Z. If you got any questions about what we do here on this show each and every week or on this network, shoot us an email, startupmasters@thesphere.tv, or hit us across any social media pipeline at the Sphere TV. Use our coveted hashtag StartupMasters, and we will definitely follow back up with you. This has been another great
Another one.
episode.
Yeah.
Another
Amazing.
one.
Come on, DJ.
Amazing.
I know, right? We will see you all next time. Take care.
Peace.
Bye, guys.